I didn't realize anything was wrong at first, because fear usually announces itself. It rushes in, loud and unmistakable. This didn't. It arrived quietly, almost politely, as if it didn't want to interrupt. I had just finished uploading another video, nothing special, just another horror narration with an ending I'd spent too long perfecting. The outro music faded, the screen went dark, and for a moment there was only my reflection in the monitor. Then the knocking came. 3 taps. Evenly spaced. Calm. I remember waiting for the sound to repeat through my headphones, assuming it was part of the audio, something I'd missed in the edit. But it didn't come again. The knocking had come from my door. Only once. Only after the video ended. The second time, I laughed. A short, uneasy sound I didn't recognize as my own. Same pattern. Same timing. Outro ends, screen dark, knock. I checked the hallway camera on my phone, half expecting to see a neighbor or a delivery guy walking away. The hallway was empty. When I opened the door, the air felt stale, untouched, like no one had been there at all. No footsteps. No elevator sound. Just silence that felt heavier than noise. That night, I went through my upload history. Different videos. Different lengths. Different days. One constant. The knocking never came early. Never during. Only after the ending. I tried to be logical. I muted my speakers. The knocking still came. I removed the outro music entirely. Still came. I waited 10 minutes after a video ended before standing up. Nothing happened. But the moment I closed my editing software, the knocking began. That's when I understood the rule, even though I didn't want to. The sound wasn't triggered by audio or time. It was triggered by completion. By finality. By the moment there was nothing left to play. The first comment appeared an hour later. Just 4 words. Nice ending. See you. The profile was empty. No uploads. No history. I stared at the words longer than I should have. When the knocking came again that night, softer this time, I didn't move. I watched the comment section fill with people praising the tension, the pacing, the way the ending lingered. None of them heard what I heard. None of them knew something was waiting in my hallway, listening for silence. So I tried something desperate. I didn't end the next video. I went live instead. A black screen. No outro. No credits. Just silence. Hours passed. The chat died. My apartment stayed quiet. No knocking. Relief washed over me so strongly it felt dangerous. Around 3 in the morning, exhaustion took over. My finger hovered over the end stream button. I told myself this was stupid. I clicked it. The screen went dark. The knocking came instantly, louder than before, as if something had been holding its breath. "Hey," a voice said through the door. Not angry. Not threatening. Calm. Familiar. Like someone who expected to be let in. "You don't have to keep doing that." I backed away until my legs hit the bed. The handle rattled gently. "Testing. You make good endings," the voice said. "Most people don't." I didn't sleep. I didn't move. When the voice stopped, it didn't leave. It just waited that I saw him for the first time in my monitor reflection. Just a shape at first. A figure standing behind me where no one should be. When I turned around, there was nothing. But in the final frame of the video I was editing, there he was. Standing in the background. Waiting. He hadn't been there when I filmed it. I knew that. Somehow, that didn't matter anymore. The messages started after that. Not threats. Suggestions. Where to cut. When to linger. When to stop. When I followed them, the knocking softened. Almost approving. My views exploded. People said my endings felt personal. Intimate. Like the videos were speaking directly to them. They didn't know they were right. They didn't know something was learning how to speak through me. One night, I opened the door. I don't know why. He stood there like a normal man, plain clothes, unremarkable face, except for his eyes. They looked like they had been staring at screens for a very long time. "See," he said. "You understand endings." He didn't step forward. I did. And that was the moment I realized he didn't need permission anymore. He told me he came from endings. From every story cut short. Every screen that went dark. Most faded. Some learned to wait. "Without you," he said, "I'm just a knock." With me, he could stay. When he left, he didn't disappear. He just became less defined, like a video losing resolution. I stopped uploading. For a while, nothing happened. Then the dream started. Doors closing. Screens fading. Goodbyes that didn't know they were final. When I uploaded again, the relief was immediate. The knocking that night was gentle. Grateful. I understood then that the bargain had already been made. He asked me to look into the camera longer. To speak like I knew who was watching. Viewers said it felt personal. Some of them messaged me later, asking if someone had knocked at their door after the video ended. I didn't respond. I couldn't. I wasn't in control anymore. When I tried to end a video abruptly, the file corrupted. When I followed his guidance, everything worked perfectly. The knocking grew louder. Spread further. I didn't answer. I didn't need to. He already knew where I was. So I made a video without an ending. No cuts. No fade. I titled it "Don't Let It End." As it uploaded, the knocking began before it finished. Furious. Desperate. I locked myself in the bathroom as the sound filled the walls, the ceiling, the floor, everywhere an ending could exist. The knocking slowed. Then stopped. The video was still playing. Millions of viewers. Hope bloomed painfully in my chest. Then the knocking started again. From inside the walls. From everywhere at once. He didn't need my door anymore. Every finished video became one. Every darkened screen. People called it a trend. A mystery. No one traced it back to me. That hurt more than if they had. When he appeared again, he wasn't angry. He was complete. "You taught me how to stay," he said. I felt empty. Tired. He told me I could rest now. That others would make endings for him. That thought scared me more than anything. I made one last video. I told the truth. I begged viewers to click away before the end. The views climbed faster than ever. People love warnings. When I stopped talking, I didn't add an outro. I just sat there. Breathing. Somewhere, someone watched to the end. I felt it like a lock opening. The knocking began again, distant now, multiplied. He didn't need me anymore. That was the real ending. If you're hearing this after watching that video, understand something. The knocking doesn't mean he's at your door yet. It means he knows where your ending is. So don't linger. Don't wait for the fade out. Because the man who knocks after videos end is very patient. And someone always watches all the way through.